A wise man once told me that when you hear the saying, chase your dreams, it doesn't mean to set a goal for yourself and do the necessary steps to reach that goal in one day. You'll hit it. That's something separate. When they say to chase your dreams, they literally mean to chase the dreams that you have when you fall asleep at night and you dream of stuff. Literally stuff. Everybody, let's have a round of applause for, this is my first journal. This is the journal that I write stuff in every single day. You know, I think it's one of the most freeing experiences because there are no rules. You don't have to write anything at all. You can write about your day. You can write about this wall behind me. Look how good it looks. Maybe I'll write about this wall tonight. But the round of applause is for this journal. This is the second journal that I started. There's probably about 4 pages filled out in here. And it is a multi-purpose journal. One of the uses is going to be to record my dreams. This is something that I used to do. Never really got super consistent with it, but the light at the end of the tunnel is quite bright. I can give you personal verification of that fact. It takes patience. When you fall asleep at night and you start dreaming, ask yourself, what is a dream? Really try to think about it. Where do these scenes come from? Where do these people that you see and the objects that you see, the words that are exchanged, where is this happening and where does it come from? I can go more in depth about what I think, but this is not the point of this video. The point of this video is that when you go from just letting a dream happen to you every night, switching your mindset to being an active listener, an active watcher of your dreams, things change quite dramatically. Actually, you start to notice patterns and symbols that carry from dream to dream, and things get a little bit wacky, okay? When you start paying attention and writing down the locations that you're in, the colors that you see, words, numbers, like people, you start to notice night by night different connections, different storylines that occur. Your mind is connected to something that we don't understand. That is just a fact of life. I'm not breaking news here. Consciousness is not understood. It is very far from being understood. And we know that you have a conscious mind and a subconscious mind and an unconscious mind. Now, if you read a little bit about what Carl Jung was thinking back in the day, when you're dreaming, there's a little bit of a communication happening with parts of the mind that we don't know how they operate, okay? And the way that this communication happens is through like abstract signals. It's not going to be like text, like here is the message. That's not how it's going to work. It's up to you to decipher, but the messages are there. And all you really have to do to get started is change the way you interact with your dreams. Stop letting them be like passive events in your life where it's like, all right, time to go to sleep, and then a dream happens to you and it just floats in the wind and you don't pay attention to it or recall anything about it. Change your frame of mind, become an active participant in the dream, and just do that as a start, and then things will get more interesting in the future.